Good afternoon, teacher. I present my video. Will talk about the STEEPLE analysis. The STEEPLE analysis is very important to implement in the company because the STEEPLE analysis enfocated in two letters that acronym is word analysis. This word analysis, the last letter that have is O and T, that opportunities and threats. The opportunities and threat is derived for is a meaning for the staple analysis because the staple analysis enfocate at external and opportunities and threats also enfocate in the external part of a business, and the staple analysis is one of the staple analysis. It have a legal, politics, and another. For that, it is very important to implement. Okay. Uh, okay. One example of opportunity is export and import restrictions. Export and import restriction is very important because one company export a product, X product, and you catch that and you benefit for that product, and you pay for that company, and both benefit and make profits. And also your important product is the same. um, for that, change the money and elevate the cash of product or that. One examples I mentioned, one example for the export and import registration. One example is Mercedes-Benz, Benska, that are located in Europe, are all of the examples.
Hi, my name is Maria Isabel, and today I'm going to present you about the labor laws. First, what is labor laws? The objective of labor laws is to balance the bargaining power between employees and employers. First, these laws deal with relationships between employees and contractors. Now, some characteristics. Labor rights are governed by federal law and by judicial decisions, are also governed by the rules and of administrative agencies. The related area. First, we can have the employment law. The labor law sets standards for the employer and the employee conduct in the workplace. The second related area is wages and benefits law. Wages and benefits cases often turn to labor law to determine the relevant minimum wage. The third related area is education law. Teachers, along with other public sector employees, are much more likely to be union members than other professions. Contracts negotiated with teachers' union often have a major impact on education policy. Now some examples. The first example is National Labor Relationship Act. The second example is National Labor Relationships Board. The third example is Labor Management Reporting and Disclosure Act.
I talk about the study of potential risks. First, the physical risks. Physical risks include physical discomfort, pain, injury, and others. A physical risk may result from the involvement of physical stimuli such as noise, electric, heat, cool, electric, and others. Here the next is the physiological risks. These include the production of negative affective states such as anxiety, depression, shock, and loss of self-esteem. Sensory deprivation, sleep the prevention, use of synopsis, deception, or mental stress are examples for physiological risks. The next is social economic risk. Social economic risks include alterations in relationship with others that are the disadvantage of the subject. And the last, legal risks. Legal risks exist when the research methods are such that the subject or others will be liable for the violation of the law.
I'm going to present about tax policies. There is always going to be tax obligations for every business, assume it is going to make profit. This is really important to take in mind the type of the country that it is and especially the value and the quantity of the taxes. Why? Because if, for example, a business is going to establish, it doesn't matter if it's physical or not, they need to pay taxes in order to work. And this is extra value that they need to invest and consider if they are going to start, like for example, into an entrepreneur. But what happens if the business is already established and the government decides to make higher the taxes? Well, the business needs to plan a strategy, and if they are not able to support that kind of change, they can do other strategies. For example, the elevation in their prices. Of course, this is a really delicate situation because this can make their customers can leave their business, and obviously this is not favorable for the business. I'm going to talk about a minute about some cases. This is the Linio case. Linio established in Ecuador in 2015 for 1 year, and then they leave the country because the managers mentioned that there was not favorable, mainly because the currency exit tax. Finally, I want to get a conclusion. The staple analysis is a really helpful tool for every business. With this information, they can get growth for knowing their environment. Especially the legal aspect is really important for international business. It's not always going to be the same for every country, but they can plan a strategy and do not have problems with the government.